Hello, welcome to my Monday night live stream. Tonight, we are going to talk about how AI can be a companion to us when it comes to creativity. And I have some different ideas that we are going to look at, and we're going to try some of them. We are not going to try all of them, but we are going to test a few of them. On Thursday, I will upload a video where I go through how we can use AI in the form of multi-language models like ChatGPT or Gemini, for example, to really help us come up with new ideas, how they can help us tweak our ideas, and how I work with them for my video planning, my video ideas. I will continue this series for a couple of weeks, focus mainly in my case on how I use it for YouTube, but everything I talk about can be applied to all types of creativity, all different social media sites where you might share your creative projects. The reason I focus on YouTube in this case is that that's where I spend most of my time. I have tonight for you 10 different ideas that I will share. Some of them are very general, basic. Some of them might seem a little crazy at first, but all of these ideas is the thought behind this list is that this can be your ball plank where you can try your ideas and dig deeper into your own creativity by having an AI to try your ideas on. And the very first is a basic one: brainstorming ideas. For this, I will use either ChatGPT or Gemini. And we are going to take a look at both of them in this case. But I am going to use the free versions in both of them. And in my video on Thursday, I will take a look at the paid version and dig a little bit deeper into how they can go even further. Hi, James. I'm so glad to see you here. So, as I said, the first is brainstorming ideas. And this, I am using ChatGPT and Gemini, but you can use any multi-language model that you prefer. And let's see. As I said, I focus on YouTube in this, but this could be creating image ideas for your... and now I forgot the name. Oh, you're home early. That's fantastic. And everything is fine, I hope. Kids are doing well. Okay, this works. Let's say that you want to do a series of images for Instagram, or you're working on TikTok, or get ideas on Facebook posts. This works with everything. So here I am in ChatGPT 3.5, which is the free version. And I will start without any real information. Give me 10 video ideas for YouTube. And this is very general. So let's see what we come up with here. Okay, I have used this for AI, as you can see, a lot. And it has learned that even though I'm not in my paid version. Let's do a test with let me do an incognito window. Let's see if I can go incognito on ChatGPT. Okay. Me 10 video ideas for YouTube. Okay, here we have more general ideas. Travel vlogs, DIY tutorials, cooking, baking challenges, fitness routines, book reviews, educational explainer videos, fashion lookbooks, gaming, let's play, music covers, lifestyle challenges. If I were to start from scratch, this can work as inspiration for me. Let's say that, how can I make book reviews in a different way? Let's say that book reviews was something that spoke to me. And here we have some ideas: themed reviews, interactive reviews, visual reviews, character analysis, location-based reviews. Oh my gosh, it's a lot here. Fan fiction reviews, experimental formats. Let's go back to my Gemini. And here we are in the free Gemini. And see what result we get here. Give me 10 ideas on videos for YouTube. Skill showcase, challenge accepted, DIY delight, review and revamp. Thought through the decades, the great debate, cooking collab, mystery box mayhem, life hack heroes, question and answer corner. Similar to what we got with ChatGPT, but still different. So that was my very first basic idea how these AI can help us. Of course, this was just the very first idea generation, but we have more. Next step is when I have decided on one of the topics here. Let's say that I didn't have book reviews in Gemini, but let's go with the book review and see what we can get out of this. What if I want to do book reviews. And this is in Gemini. And here are 10 video ideas. Genre deep dives, first impression versus final thoughts, blind date with a book, comparative reviews, overhyped or hidden gem. Would you recommend soundtrack for a story? Bookish DIY, author interviews, and book tag challenge. And these, from here, I can even keep on digging. Let's say that I want to mix and match different styles. Let's say that I want to, which of these, blind date with the book. Okay, if I go with blind date with a book and I want the video to be a mix of educational and let's pick something that's very different than educational. Let's say educational and chat, help me out. Educational and music video. How could that look? Let's see. Setting the scene, that's the educational part. Intro with upbeat music, introduce the concept of blind date with the book. And if you're open to a specific genre, range, film yourself picking a book from a shelf. Okay, it goes. Music builds first impression, educational, and then quick flip through. Educational and music video. Flip through the book quickly with the music in sync, showcasing interesting visuals like maps, illustration, or unique page layout. And we have a deep dive section where we shift the music, read the short passage, and the word. So they use the music here as an element to present this book. Let's see what ChatGPT, where do I have that window? Okay. What if I want to combine the topic of book review with something like a music video? Book theme music video shows the book. Oh, here we had several different examples. Let's go back to my Gemini here. Let's see. And copy exactly what I asked Gemini. Okay, as you can see, ChatGPT has a little different approach to this. It chooses to mix an educational piece, and then a piece that is very much a music video. Transition back to the music video format to showcase the actual blind date experience, film yourself or others selecting a book from the collection without knowing its title and content. So this is a more elaborate version where you film a music video and pair that with educational bits and pieces. But this can be a way to further your thinking, and none of this might be what I end up with. It's all a way of inspire me to create, come up with ideas. Let's say instead that my attempt was to, I'm back here in Gemini, we are going to do a new chat here. And I have somewhere here, let me see, I prepared somewhere here. This is a story written by a 4th grader, and this is just to show how this can inspire you to mix and match when it comes to writing. Can you rewrite this story mixing the genres detective novel and what are we mixing? Detective novel and fantasy. And then I just copy in my story here. And while it's working on that, let me read you the story. I saw the new girl in the cafeteria and she looked different from everybody. She had cool braids and a giant backpack. Everyone was watching her like she was an alien from outer space. I wanted to be her friend. My heart was bouncing around when I went up to her. My best friend Lily was behind me, and she nudged me to be brave. Want to sit with us? I asked. My voice sounded like a tiny mouse. The new girl, her name was Sarah, smiled really big. Yes, she said. We talked all lunchtime. She told us about her super weird old school, and we laughed a lot. Lily even told her the secret name she calls our teacher, Mr. Grumpy Face. It was the best lunch ever. Being new is hard. I was glad I could help Sarah. Maybe she'll be my new best friend. I ran home after school to tell my mom. Guess what? I yelled. I made a new friend today. Mom smiled, one of her big smiles. That's awesome. Good friends are like finding gold, she said. Moms always know best. I hope Sarah and me will be friends forever. Now let's see. I didn't create that. Let me copy it here. This is the same story, but now in the mix of, what did I say? Detective novel and fantasy. So now it goes like this. Rain lashed against the grimy windows of Grimlock High, the perfect backdrop for the mystery that unfolded within. Sarah Stone, a new student, shrouded in an oversized cloak, materialized at the lunch table like a wisp of smoke. Her hair, a tangled mess of emerald braids, seemed to hold secrets like arcane knots. The cafeteria buzzed with speculation. And maybe this is not the story I want to write either, but by combining genres, I can get new ideas for what I really want to do. But the thing with using AI tools to this is not just accept what they first told us. Let's say again that, what did we have? The ideas we had with the here, 10 video. We had the book idea here. Try to ask further. How can I smoothly transition between the two elements? There are some ideas for smooth transitions between the educational and music video elements in your blind date with the book video. Match the cuts to music, use overlays and text animations, leverage motion graphics, and for audio transitions, music fades and stings, layered sound design. Performance techniques, change in physicality, switch up your body language and energy level, for example, and facial expression and gestures. So all of these ideas are really helping me to further my ideas. If we go back to the story, to the original story I had here, let's copy all of this again. There is another way we can use this to get new inspiration, because that's what the AI tool as a partner is. So can you translate this story to French? I don't know enough French to decide whether this is good or bad, and we are not going to use the French story, but I will show you where you can find new inspiration from this. I have no idea what this story says, but let's see what happens if we copy that story and say, can you translate this story to English? And we copy and paste the French story. They actually, in Gemini, I haven't tried this in Gemini. So let's try it in ChatGPT. In Gemini, it translated it perfectly back to the same story. Can you translate this story to German? And I know with ChatGPT. It usually translates as close as it can. And then let's start a new one. Can you translate this story to English? So it starts, I saw the new girl in the cafeteria and she looked different from everyone else. She had a cool braids and a huge backpack. Everyone was watching her as if she were an alien from outer space. I wanted to be her friend. And that's exactly the same. Okay, I guess they have improved their translations since I last tried this. Bad idea on my behalf. So let's go on. Another fun way to use these for idea generation is here. Let's start by Gemini. I want to create a video about how to pick the right education. Rather serious topic if I'm interested in doing this. Can you suggest 3 ways that are really bad to approach this? The reason I want to ask for bad example is that can really help me thinking of, okay, how can I do this so it's not bad? Following the money trail is one example. This approach focuses solely on the potential salary associated with a degree. While financial security is important, it shouldn't be the only factor. The parental pressure is another focus that they don't want me to focus on, and everyone else is doing it trap. This one involves blindly following trends or what your friends are choosing. So let's see if we ask, how can I make such a video be informative and also entertaining? And let's see what answers we get here. Storytelling with relatable characters, interactive elements and audience participation, and visually engaging and dynamic editing. Let's say that I want to work with this. Storytelling with relatable characters. What are the negative aspects of this choice? And I click that storytelling with relatable characters. Limited scope, oversimplification, and cliche risk. And then it also suggests how I can mitigate these negative aspects. So always remember to ask not just for pros, ask for the negative aspects and the bad storytelling or the bad ideas, which can help you to come up with better ideas. Another thing that I use pretty often is I use other tools that don't have to do with my video. For example, we could, let me see if I can find it here. DALL-E 3. That's not where I wanted to go. Give me a second here. And while I find the site I wanted to go to, where is my... Okay, we're doing this. We are just gonna go to 1 second. I am gonna create an image with AI. So we're gonna use, let me share this again. Here we are in Canva and they have DALL-E 3. Create an image showing how to best choose your education. And generate. And I think you have to have a subscription with Canva to be able to use this. So let's see here. Very boring images. None of them will do for this. So let's see. First date with a book. Oops, I disappeared from there. Oops. Here we go. First date with a book. That was better. Here we have two different images, and I can use them as inspiration for the story I'm writing or for the video I'm creating, just by creating, oops, sorry about that, images. And by using other types of AI, even though today my focus has been on MLMs. And then sometimes, as we all know, AI makes crazy suggestions, but they might be what we go with. So let's see. Outline a video about my first, am I spelling right? Date with a book. This is in Gemini. I'm going to start a new chat GPT and ask the same thing. Outline my video about my first date with a book. I didn't start this. So let's start by looking at ChatGPT. Title, My First Date with the Book, a love story unfolds. And here it has a description. Join me in. Oh, it just wrote a description of the video. Outline the video itself. And let's go. So here we have hook. Open with you getting ready for a date, but with a twist. You're picking out the book. Introduce yourself and your love for reading. Briefly mention the concept of a book as a first date metaphor. Choosing the one, the date begins, getting to know each other. Actually, these are really good ideas. I would maybe try them on something else. This first date. Let's try. I like the concept of the first date. How can I make a video first date with an AI? Maybe this is something I can use. Not bad at all. Let's see what chat. What is James saying here? That's a new way to do a book review for sure. Do a whole channel that way, and it would be something unique no one else is doing. And I personally would never have come up with that idea myself. This was all AI. How can I make this video? First date with an AI. Okay, so we got title suggestions. And let's just pick one here. Because again, ChatGPT just gave me the concept, not the outline. can you outline this video? And let's see. And now we get an outline. Welcome viewers, share a brief overview, setting the scene, getting to know each other, exploring emotional intelligence, AI as a companion, and similar to what Gemini gave us. And as you can see, this first date with is really a concept that came from all the different ways we did ask AI to help us out, inspire us, and could probably be used in any niche and for any type of creativity. Let's see here. How can I make an oil painting on the topic first date with an AI? Let's see if we get any suggestion here. The first date with an AI is a fascinating concept for an oil painting. Here are some ideas to spark your creativity. A futuristic cafe. Oh, first the meeting place where it takes place. The AI representation, abstract form, android body or symbolic. Emotions and mood, composition and techniques, and additional ideas. So as you can see, even if my creativity is to make a painting, I can use these tools as inspiration. I am gonna stop